don't explain to everybody at home that what we're doing. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, it seems we lost the starter on Wendy. So we're gonna try to pop start it here and tow it. There it is. All right, this is the first race of the season. We're finally getting out there to race, and we're looking forward to it. It's been 4 weeks really since the start of the season when we were first able to have enough ice, and now middle of February, we're able to go out and get some racing in. So we're headed up to the lake now. We'll be up there in about an hour and a half. It's very early, well, for some people, on a Sunday. It's about 6 o'clock, and we're headed up there now, so we'll see you just in a few minutes, a few seconds on the video. All right, we'll see you then.
I'll be all right. Or we're going to hook on the back of yours, Joe.
So you said you got a strap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it hooked up to the front.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
We got to loop
Joe?
through.
Yeah.
What's he got?
Hand me another strap, please.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, the torque wrench is broke.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. I've seen a theme here. All right,
just go home.
In one of those toolboxes, there's a gray toolkit that should have some Allen wrenches in it. You know what Allen wrenches are? Wow.
Everything's cold, baby, cold.
You got nothing to do with the cold.
Oh, yeah.
It's called luck. Me. Alright, hey.
What do you got hanging off?
No, that's not steel. That's plastic trim. Too busy fixing plastic on another hunk of shit.
Go get yours started, will you?
I digress.
You're gonna digest in a minute. Put the window down. All right, okay, whatever. Look at me like I'm an idiot.
Traffic behind you, buddy.
One last hope.
Ready? 1, 2. We ain't gonna get moving that fast. Oh, Mike, I need you. Guess we get it back on the
Seems we're a little short.
We'll get her. Hi, yeah. The torque wrench that's on the deck there, Ben. See if you can get that tighter. Stand by, Joe.
Good?
Go, Mike. You got 2 feet. Yeah.
Pop it. There it is.
Hey, Mike, you can stop
I heard her purr.
Something like that.
Don't turn it off now.
Yeah, all day.
Don't stall it.
Oh, good, thanks.
Alrighty. Yep.
All right, we got one issue solved.
These pieces plastic cars. Sounds good. Let's finish the rest of this. You're gonna have to work on your bleeping skills.
Why wouldn't it? I was looking for the sticks. I couldn't find
Oh.
them.
Oh, hi.
Cold, Ben.
Oh, shit, I'll come racing, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It's always fun. Right up until the point you stop having fun. All right, driver meeting time.
Right. Oh, no, you don't hear it. It now sounds like the top and the bottom. Like the top is stable.
Okay, everybody. How y'all doing?
All right.
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm Dave Burnham, and I'm the president of this deal. Ice racing is really special, and we aren't. It's really special when we get to do it. This year was really, really hard to try to get out here, and there's lots of other pressures on us, you know, between insurance and snowmobiles and petrolheads that don't like to hear noise in the morning on Sunday. We're here today. We're gonna have a blast, and I want you all to have a good time. For just yesterday, we had 5 plow trucks here. We plowed for 3 hours, and you know, it's a lot of work. There's only 6 inches of snow, but man, is it hard to push. So it's you know.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. It looks like the track's about 8/10 of a mile long. And if you're wondering, we drilled out in the main lake here, and my drill bit only sticks out 17 inches, and it didn't go through. So it's pretty good ice.
Street legal only. Your starting positions are now posted on the sandwich board. So when you go back, check the sandwich board. And when we line up for the first race, after you go out for warm-up, that's when you should get in position.
So that's about it. Anybody else have any last questions? All right, let's go.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, guys. Can't feel my toes. Camera's on my shot.
Look, the driver's side rear tire looks like it's...
That going? Oh, is the camera on? The camera's on?
It's edited, but it's on.
Is the camera on?
Alright. You got one behind you.
I'm starting on the pole for my race.
You like the pole?
Hit the president. Don't hit the president,
No
okay?
guarantees. Tell Joe I need to fix this tape.
Hey, Joe, you gotta fix the tape there, bud. Number 1.
Hey Joe, how come when I step on the brake pedal, the volts go down? Alright, so bad. In case of an emergency, there are exits. This side, and fire extinguishers are located there. Can you reach the fire extinguisher? No. Good, check.
Before we get out on the track, let's talk about the track configuration and what it looks like. So here's actual GPS data of the track as recorded by our equipment mounted in our race cars. You're going to notice later it doesn't look exactly like the track, but instead the race line we took through the course, and I'll illustrate more on that in a minute. Now, as any road course goes, it turns primarily to the right, so you'll see the start-finish line where race cars will proceed and go to the left, as pit in and out is right here, the way we get on and off the track. And once on the track, we enter turn 1. Turn 1 is one of the trickiest on the track because you're coming hard down the straight, and you need to manage your speed so you don't put yourself in a snowbank on the outside of the turn. Now, as far as difficulty, turn 1 is not too bad other than this. Then we enter a small short chute, which sets us up for turn 2. This short chute race line keeps us turning to the right, but we're not actually doing anything other than protecting our position and setting ourselves up for turn 2. Now, turn 2 has a wide entry with a tight turn with a late apex. It's more important to hit the apex, otherwise you'll screw up the back straight or put yourself into the outside snowbank, which in this case is on the driver's left. Turn 2 is really a turn 2 and a turn 2A, as you have to point yourself toward the back straight with a quick flick of the tail end of the car to the left. Now, the back straight appears not to be straight at all, and this is because of what I talked about at the beginning, where this is a GPS representation of the track and more of the race line. The back straight is actually straight and looks closer to this, but because of the speed you carry off turn 2A and the impending turn 3 you need to set up for, the fastest line is a continuous turn. This back straight into turn 3 and turn 4 is similar to the S's at the famous asphalt road course Watkins Glen. You don't actually turn through 3 and turn 4, but rather point the car through them in a straight line, which is why you see the race line is really what appears to be another short chute. This then sets you up nicely for turn 5, which, if you didn't get off turn 4 wide enough, will cause you problems for the apex of turn 5, and an early apex spells trouble every time. But if all went well, you'll point the car down the straight off of turn 5 and carry a decent amount of speed, checking the mirror for competitors trying to get on your inside before you hit the trickiest turn of all, turn 6. Turn 6 appears unassuming, but the decent speed carried down that last straight into this turn has you on the brakes the hardest, second only to turn 1. Its tight, blind apex keeps you hunting and patient on the throttle until you can see your mark of turn 7. Turn 7 comes back to the race line versus the plowed layout of the track, as I just talked about, so turn 7 is really just a kink in the way of the front stretch, so the idea behind turn 7 is to get on the throttle and slide yourself through the apex while you grab a gear and set yourself up down the front stretch with enough speed to carry the momentum to get next to your competitor and outbrake them going into turn 1. That's all there is to this configuration, so let's go watch it now.
fun.
So the rest of the day went pretty well. James finished in the top position every race because his competitors couldn't make it to the track. And Joe had a third place average. So it was a pretty good first race for us. And we'll post some more full races for you, but here's some highlights from this race.
Not a bad spot. Probably not a good video though.
Oh, it's actually,
See, look, crispy.